Owning the means of operation is step one to this whole trying to blow up as an artist thing. And that just means putting the studio in your house. Instead of having to pull up to a studio and working on other people's time because they may not have availability, you're spending unnecessary amount of money, and that money that you end up spending over the course of 6 months, a year, whatever, is enough to put that same thing in your house, in your bedroom, in your basement. And when you're trying to get on, which is the time that you need to spend the most in the gym practicing whatever, you can't afford for that shit to be 30 minutes away, and you got to be calling ahead and making sure they have availability. You got to put the gym in your house. If you're trying to get good at basketball, what do? You put a basketball goal in your driveway. So it's the same concept. It's like you got to put the gym in your house. And you'd be surprised how much money and how quick you could save up 2,500 to 5K, which is really all you need. You'll just have to cut. You just have to cut back, and it's called sacrifices. You feel me? Like, so maybe you don't go out nearly as often, and maybe you cut back on alcohol, and maybe you cut back on weed, and you cut back on trying to buy the new shoes every time they come out, and all this shit. You'd be surprised how quick you can have an extra 2,500 or 5K if you literally itemize your bullshit spending throughout the year, shit you don't need. You'd be surprised how quick you can get up to 2,500 and 5K. So the reality is you gotta just ask yourself what you really want. And some people need to stop lying to themselves, because if you're not down to struggle for a little bit for what you want, then you really don't want it that bad. You need to stop lying to the world, and especially stop lying to yourself. And you know what? Maybe you got to go get the job at McDonald's or Walmart, whatever job they try to shit on. Maybe you got to get both. Maybe you got to get 3 jobs. But, whatever it is, you can't be too prideful to go do that, because that might help you get closer to the $2,500, $5,000 mark, especially when you compound that with cutting back on certain shit. But you can't be too prideful to do that. You got to be playing chess, and you got to have foresight. You can't allow yourself to fall into the space that this position in life is permanent. There's no position in life that's permanent. You feel me? So shit might look fucked up right now. Yeah, I'm working at McDonald's, Walmart, whatever. But you know what? It's because I got a plan. I'm playing chess. I'm stacking up. I'm saving money. Because boom, once I get this 2,500, I'm putting the studio in my house, and then I'm hitting the ground running, and it's a wrap. But you can't be too prideful to do shit like that. If you want something, you got to be down to make sacrifices. Just that simple.